Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Playing Game, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tian Wei. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! Inner court, it's relaxing. Go back to the backyard, maybe I can help make the breakfast. Let's see, whoever Bayou is. I followed the path that I went to last night. The plants seemed livelier under the morning light, with dewdrops upon them reflecting a sense of serenity within the atmosphere. But a completely different sight from last night. Enjoying the view, my footsteps began to lighten under the improving mood. Only for me to halt to a complete stop when I approached the kitchen. My current emotion is like a horse being reined in on the neck while it was still running through a grass plain. Without hesitation, I immediately covered my nose. By the sages, what's happening in the kitchen? What's with this repulsive smell? Dark smoke continued pouring out of the chimney, assaulting me with a tangy, sour, and bitter smell, causing my tears to well up. Does it look like Shenhu's handiwork? And who's in the kitchen cooking this morning? I quickly wiped away the tears caused by the choking smoke, then covered my nose up with my sleeve before approaching the kitchen. The moment I opened the door, a hot stream of vapor assaulted me. What is this so freaking choking in here? Oh, it's Colonel. Okay, let me go back and see. Go to the front courtyard, take a look, and help if possible. Okay. The road to the front yard is one I'm most familiar with, since I went through the place multiple times last night. Passing through a small path, I arrived at a wide open courtyard. The air around here felt much more ventilated compared to the inner court, and the light is clearly brighter too thanks to the lack of tree shades. In the distance, a strong-bodied figure can be seen working busily with a long broom in hand. Yet the person looks so distracted and unfocused on the work on hand, it's as if his heart wasn't into it. The expression of the tiger is one of downcast, his long tail sweeping back and forth on the dusty ground while he sighed. His brow suddenly furrowed and raised the broom high, as if he was about to smash it against the ground. Then he stopped, as if fearing something. His expression turned submissive, and now he's back to sweeping the area. Shenhu, okay. Nope, I want Bayou. Bayou is the one I want. Let's not wander about and go to the parlor. That's where the other... was probably where the girl was, maybe. I followed the path to the parlor, the sounds of rustling leaves and morning birds chirping accompanying me along the way. As I approached the parlor, I noticed the doors remained closed. Oh, right. Sheila had even opened the entrance. Maybe I should go back. But just when I was about to leave, a large and tall figure in the side court captured my attention. It's still early in the morning, so the air around the court felt much more refreshing. Within the little courtyard, I could see an assortment of entertainment setups like swings, and in the corners I could see a stone table surrounded by marble stools with a chessboard on top of it. And under the eaves of a nearby roof, several neatly arranged mats and tea sets can be seen. Is this place meant for taking a tea break? Next to all those, a large blue figure sat. Blue figure, okay. Not the one I want. Alright, I haven't been to the inner sanctum. Alright, 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alright, y'all, and we are back. Let's jump back into it, shall we? Okay. I walked along this unfamiliar path. Other than the foliages of trees and bushes looking lusher, this path doesn't seem to have much differences compared to the other courtyards. As expected, with the increasing lush foliage, the resonating bird songs get a little more frequent as well. Is this area a bird enclosure? But who would even have the time and effort to take care of them? Not so far away, I can see a rather small but extravagant loft. Red, blue, and green decorative carvings dotted the eaves of the loft's roof, but judging from how the loft's appearance, perhaps time has been a little unkind to the building. I carried on with curiosity in my heart, heading straight to the loft. After a while, I noticed a dash of pink in my visions under the flickering morning light. She was holding some plates in her hands and can be seen bowing to the person in the building before she gently quietly closed the door. Okay, so that's Sally. Huh. Oh, okay, maybe if I just do that. Alright, we'll see. I walked down the path made of white cobblestones into the inner courtyard, where the path weaved all the way towards a small white doorway. The serene environment allowed me to hear the bird song among the trees and the gushing flow of the trickling stream better. Accompanying these sounds are the melodies of rustling leaves, orchestrated by the occasional breeze passing by. Marching onwards, I passed through the branches on the sides, and through the doorway, a white wolf in a garb of red and white can be seen, standing at the middle of the platform while stretching his body in a rhythmic exercise. Bai Yu pushed his left hand forward, slowly pushing something into the distance, while leaning his body forward together with the pushing hand, before following up with the same movement using his right hand, pushing outwards, then inwards. While this series of movements took rather strains, the process was smooth and regulated with purpose. What's this? Military martial arts? Yet it looks so soft and feeble, it doesn't fit the description at all, nor it looks like any kind of Z Kingdom martial arts style I've read about before. Morning, Bayou! With a twitch of his ear, Bayou looked over to me while his body is still undergoing the movement patterns. Morning, Tex. I see you woke up quite early today. I kinda woke up naturally. I suppose my time difference hasn't fully gone away yet. As we're talking, Bayou closes his eyes and retracts his outstretched hands, placing them before his chest, while his legs gradually revert to a horse-step crouch. With a heavy exhale, his movements ended in a neutral silence. Indeed, it must be the time differences. Looks like you still need a few extra days to adjust to it. Seemingly finished with the series of movements, Bayou looks quite relaxed, while he directed his expression of concern at me. Have you slept well last night? Is the mattress too hard for you? Or is the blanket too thin? I actually don't know how the climate is in Moro, so if you feel the blanket is too thin or thick, do tell me and I'll swap you a new blanket. Not at all. The mattress and blanket are both really comfy and warm. It's only because of the time difference that I got a bit of a poor sleep, that's all. If you say so. By the way, what were you doing just now? Those slow movements didn't look like any kind of boxing or martial arts style. Do you practice some kind of mystical exercises? Ha! And here I thought you've seen this on the books before. Oh, yeah. Delicious coffee. Not really. I actually have never seen or heard about that one. The style I was practicing just now is called Tai Chi. While the movements do look slow, it is still a form of martial art. Panicking? I don't see you panicking. I was the one panicking and being impatient while looking at it on the sideline. Ah, the G is not the G for panic, it's the Chi for pinnacle. Tai Chi has the same pronunciation as panicking in Chinese. Huh, interesting. Oh, then what does the Tai Chi mean? How do I explain this to you? It has quite the philosophical and complicated meaning behind it. I can handle that, just let me record it down first. I pulled out the little notebook by my side, ready to record anything he said for my writing inspiration. Seeing as how stars practically shined in my eyes, Bayou smiled reluctantly, knowing nothing could stop my pursuit of satisfying my curiosity. On a basis level, Tai Chi is one of the major traditional martial arts styles within our culture. Long ago, it was known as long style or soft style. The variabilities and changes that can be adapted into this martial arts style is limitless. And under the merging of the theories of fist style and Tai Chi, this form of martial art was later crowned with the name of Tai Chi style. I think I'm getting more confused as I listened. Nothing is everything. The central belief is Tai Chi being the source of all life forms, which is what Tai Chi style aims to replicate. There are detailed explanations involving every universal element, which are whole new levels of long philosophical theories. Alright, Master Bai, please stop with the lectures. I can't record anything more. Then let's leave those for another day. If a mirror is in front of me right now, surely the reflection will show my contorted expression. I stood there in stunned silence, and my brain burnt out from trying to process and filter everything the wolf said, even though it was just 2 sentences. It's not like I find everything incomprehensible. I think I memorized about 20% of what she said, like why it was named Tai Chi or the complexity of the style. Yes, but even so, sometimes the best way to understand something is to experience it yourself. Yes, because practical reacts to truth. Then stand beside me. I will teach you a set of movements for you to experience it yourself. With a wave of hand gesture of invitation, Bayou left a spot open for me by his side. Accepting his invitation, I walked to him and stood by his side. Heh, wonder how it feels. It looks easy from Bayou's reaction. Maybe? I'm excited about this. I looked at Bayou, waiting for his instructions. He smiled at me warmly, and under the morning sun, the warmth radiating from him was akin to a silken touch, gently brushing my heartstring. I'm ready. Then let's start with the first movement? Then follow my moves, step by step. Remember to not be rash in Tai Chi. Maintaining a steady breathing pattern is important. I understand. Do not be rash in Tai Chi. Panicking leads to negative polarities. Follow me. Breathe in. Raise one foot. Exhale. Land. Then crouch slowly. Lift one foot. Think of a ball in your arms, and like me, hug the ball in your arm. I followed Bayou's example, trying to raise my arms slowly, and this movement is known commonly as the one big melon cut in half. Half to you, half to me. Okay, yeah, I've definitely seen that one. Huh, what? Just some inventive chants for people to better remember the movements. With slow speed, Bayou demonstrated the set of movements, and like he said, hold a melon and cut it in half, splitting it into 2 halves. An easy first 2 steps that was accomplished with relaxation. Then, when I did it to myself, I noticed I wasn't able to do it as smoothly as Bayou and instead displayed a clumsy reaction to each and every move I made. Ah, how bothersome. Feels like I performed this step too fast. But if I did it too slow, I probably couldn't hold my balance. Good. Then next, inhale. Exhale. Be careful of every step and every interval in your breathing. Next, we repeated the same movements but in reverse. Even though Bayou slowed down, his pace to teach me patiently, I could only snicker at my own clumsy attempts to copy his movements with my limbs. Ah, this is hard! Why does this look so easy when I was doing it myself? With the move repeating formulaically again and again, I began to doubt my ability to coordinate my brain and body. Now, breathe in and take a step forward, then slowly sit back and lift your hands. Don't panic. Follow my moves and repeat it yourself. Ah, okay. Wait, what's the first step again? Was it the melon holding? Damn, what step are we on? I completely forgot the first few steps already! Why did my brain think it's possible when I looked at Bayou's movements? My body always ends up unable to follow or catch up with the right reactions. Push with your hand forward, like me, then follow with your steps. Softly, Bayou pushed outward with his hand. Each of his steps on the ground are soft and steadfast, whereas I pushed forward with exaggeration and lack of control, followed by each of my steps banging on the ground. His movements are silky and soft. Each of his footsteps are as light as a cat. Not bad. Good job. Now fold your hands before you. Inhale. Return to your passive central balance. What? Good job? I can't bear to look at myself anymore. Under his instructions, he repeated those movements several times over, and after about an hour, this set of movements finally ended. This is the last part. Inhale and flip your palms inward, then spread it wide open before exhaling, letting your arms drop to your sides. Finish up by pulling your legs back to a neutral position. It's finally over, right? My current face is one of awkwardness and full of sweat. I really want to burrow myself away from Bayou in shame of my accomplishments. Sweat came out not because of how tiring the movements are, but because of how awkwardly I perform with Bayou around. Alright, I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!